Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuity Lab. This is part 28 of our CATIA V5 solid modeling series. In today's session, we are going to create a 3D model of an open coil helical spring using CATIA V5. Along with that, I will explain the different types of spring used in engineering applications. So this is going to be a very useful session for both CAD learning and core mechanical concept. Let's get started. Types of spring. There are different types of spring used in engineering applications. Like here you can see the first one, the closed coil helical or tension spring. And this one is called open coil helical or compression spring. And in the open coil helical or compression spring, there are different type of sitting space where this is plain end. In the last video, we created the compression spring with plain end and plain and grounded ends, where the ends are grounded. Today we are going to create this one where the end will be the square end. In the square end, the pitch of the last coil of the spring is different than the pitch of the other coils. Here the end is not grounded, it is only the round shape. Also we can use the ground ends, like we can cut the ends to create this one. Like this, there are some other type of spring also used in engineering applications, like disc or bevel spring, leaf spring, conical spring and spiral spring. So let's go to CATIA, start mechanical design and part design. I am renaming this one H spring 2. Okay. This will take us into the part design workbench. Now we will create a point where we are going to create the helix. For that, also today we are going to use the same reference drawing to create the compression spring with square end. So what is the total length here? 181. What is the diameter here? 85, and the wire diameter is 15 and the pitch is 30. So click on XY plane and create a point here. The point is 85 mm in diameter, that means 85 by 2. Okay. Now click on the exit workbench. Now go to shape and generative shape design. Why you come to generative shape design? Because the helix command is not available on the part design workbench. So we have to go through the shape design workbench. Here the helix command is available. Click on the helix. Then this is our starting point. Okay. Now axis will be Z axis. Okay. Now the pitch is 30 mm and the total height, here the total height is 181. Preview and say OK. So we create the helix. Now what we will do, we will create another helix at the starting point. Click on the helix and click on the point where we have started. Okay. Here also the Z axis. Here reverse in the direction, and if I say pitch is 15 and the height is 10, or change the height to again lower by 8 mm. Pitch is 15 and height is 15. Here you can see the end is going here, or we can reduce the length, the height, let's say 5 mm, preview, and change the pitch actual to 5 mm. Here you can see what we will do. The diameter, wire diameter is 15 mm, so we will use the height 7.5 mm and the pitch also 7.5 mm. Preview and OK. On the other end as well, we can do the same. Click on the helix, click on the other end, point and Z axis. Here also the pitch will be 7.5 and the height 7.5. This will create another turn or another coil and OK. Now we have the helix profile here and 3 different profile. To join them, we can use the join command. Click on the join and select all 3 helix and preview and OK. Now this is converted to 1. When I click on the join, you can see this is converted to 1. Now activate the define in one object, the part body. All these shape are created on geometric set 1. Now I can set the part body as my working object. Now go to the part design workbench and also I will select this point and create a plane. Before creating the wire dia, I can create a plane here. Click on the plane and normal to curve, or then click on this point. Here the plane is created here, normal to curve and a point. Okay. So here why I create the plane here at this point, because I am going to create a circle at the end of this one, which will be of diameter 15 mm. Okay. And this point, the center of this point, it coincide with this point. This will help us to create a, when we use the rip command, then this will create perfectly. Otherwise it will get twisted or your design, you will not get the desired result. To overcome the twist, we use this method to create the circle or the wire diameter. So this is my profile now. Now we can click on the rip, then select the profile, this one, then the center curve. Here the sweep operator fails, there is an error. Okay, no issue. We can keep the profile control by pulling direction and select the Z axis. Here our pulling direction will be Z axis, then preview and OK. Now our spring is created. Here there is some issue here, like this one coinciding with this one. Why? Because we have set the pitch is 7.5. So, and the height is 7.5. Here we have to do it 15 mm and the pitch will be also 15 mm. Preview and OK. Now you can see this is creating perfectly. Same way, change for the helix 4 HL 15 mm and the height will be 15 mm. OK. Then you can see our spring is created. Okay. Same way, we can increase the number of turns HL, like double click on the helix, and here what we will do, this is let's say 30 mm. Preview and OK. Then here you can see the last turn is change. Same way, we can change here HL, change the height to 30 mm. Preview and OK. Now also the ends, you can see these are square ends. Okay, so here we create the square end spring. Now we are going to create square end and grounded ends. Square and grounded ends. To create a square and grounded ends, what we will do? Now click on this, either YZ plane or ZX plane, any plane, here this one, and click on the sketch, create a box. Okay, now I can give the height here, this one let's say 30 mm, and the total length here I can do 240 mm, not 181, because I am not following this total length. I am just following the pitch and the diameter and the wire diameter, not following the total length. Here I have a square box, so make it fully constant. Now it is fully constant. Okay, now click on the exit workbench and use the pocket tool. Here the mirror extend I will use, and the length, depth, let's say 50 mm. Here what will happen, the inside this will get removed, but we want to reverse the side, so reverse the side and preview. Okay, now you can see our square and grounded end spring is created. Always used to create this plane, normal plane and the point, to create the wire diameter. This will help you to not get twisted. Okay, and also in the rib, while selecting the rib command, creating the rib command, use the pulling direction, not the keep angle. While you use the pulling direction, this will create a same angle to the end, from start to end. These springs are used in shock absorption, energy storage, vibration control and force application. While modeling spring in CATIA, always focus on correct helix definition, proper profile orientation and sweep accuracy or the rib accuracy. So that is for today's tutorial. In this video, we learn how to create an open coil helical spring with square ends and understand different type of spring. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, share with your friends and subscribe to Enginuity Lab for more CATIA V5 tutorials. In next video, we will create another spring of closed coil helical spring or tension spring, where we create this shape HL. Till then, thank you for watching Enginuity Lab. See you on next video.